Alright, hello everybody. My name is Ryan, and I would like to show you my game. It's called Dragon Mines. It's being developed for Windows Phone 7, and it is a roguelike. So, this is just basically a development video. I'm going to kind of run through some things, show you the game, talk about some things. Yeah. First of all, I'd just like to start off by saying that the music you're listening to right now is from a local music guy who's making music for me. So this is an original song, and the game will have an original soundtrack, I guess you could say. So this is the first starting area. You're always going to start here. It's always going to look like this. There shouldn't be this book over here, but because that was just there for testing, so I should have taken it out, but I just forgot. So you start here, and there's these 3 chests. And there's 3 signposts, so you can read them. The sign reads Archer's Chest, and then each chest is going to have, kind of a base items that you would need for each path. The game is going to basically have 3 different paths: Magician, Archer, or Melee. So yeah, I think I'm just going to run through each of these paths today, just to kind of show you the game, show you how far I've gotten. So first I'm going to do archery. Archer's chest. And you get a bunch of items. Get some arrows, get some potions. Pick them all up. So this will be the inventory screen. You have some character stats, item stats. If you click on an item, you can see the item stats. Not click, but if you touch an item. Oh, I was gonna do this video with me like holding the phone in front of a camera, but that just didn't work out well at all. You couldn't even see what was happening on screen. So I'm gonna do this because the game feels a lot different than it does on a screen like this. It feels a lot better. So these are just items you got in your chest. You got some bracers, some greaves. I'll equip these 2. You got 2 health potions and only a HP of 1, which kind of sucks. But this bow, I'll equip this bow, and then you can fire arrows by clicking this fire button and choosing a direction. The arrows change color when you click the fire button. You can click it again and not fire. And pick up my arrows again. And it's a roguelike, so everything is going to be randomly generated. In case you didn't know what a roguelike was. All the items are going to be different. All the mobs are going to be different. I mean, some things you can't change, like the item sprites will be pretty much the same, but the item stats will be different. Sometimes they will do different things. The levels are going to be completely randomly generated. So yeah, so I picked up this Brute Amulet, and right now in the final game you're not going to be able to tell what all this stuff is. You're going to have to identify it, like in a classic roguelike, but that obviously will get in the way of development, so I'm going to do that very last. So this Brute Amulet has binding on it, so if I equip it, I won't be able to unequip it. So I'm just going to assume that the player doesn't know that, and that he's going to equip it. So let's go along here. Nothing over there. And this is a very early development, so there's obviously some bugs. Oh, shoot. There's obviously some bugs, so yeah. Just ignore those. Those aren't going to be at the end. So I got these gloves. That sprite kind of sucks. I'm going to fix that. So this is cursed. So actually going to do negative effects, so I'm just not even going to equip it. It'll make things harder. Anyway, spellbook. Spellbook has heal on it, so I'm going to read it. And then this is I forgot to show you the screens. This is the character screen. There's going to be a very basic skill tree, for the Magician, for the Archer, and for the Melee, for the 3 different paths. I haven't added any more. You can't do anything here yet, but this is generally what it will look like. This is the spell screen. So these are the spells you start out with. You should not. The player isn't going to start out with Fireball spell, but I forgot to change that before I started it. So I'm just going to assume he doesn't have that. So you have I just got this heal spell, and then I can favorite it, and then it'll show up here, and I can click on it to cast it. So I'm going to take out this bat. And the enemies have some basic AI, like they won't attack you until they can see you. and they will pretty much go in a straight line sometimes, and sometimes they will choose a random direction. So that was a slime I just killed there. It's a bat. See, he doesn't see me because I'm behind him, and he just changed directions facing me. So this is an example of a bug. There should be a bunch of level generated over here, but there's not. So let me just kind of move along here, back into the level, something that's not broken. And you can hold these buttons down to move. Dun -dun. Okay, I found a bunch of stuff here. So these are chainmail, defensive 3 and weight of 12. Right now I haven't put in the weight. That was weird. I know I haven't put in the weight, so obviously I can carry more weight than, than I have, than I'm able to. Okay, so let's pick this up. Scroll through your inventory like this. Bird amulet cursed. Just drop it. Defense 2, defense 1. I want this one. Drop that one. 2. Those both 2. Must already have one equipped with 2. Drop. Let's equip that. Alright, moving on. Let's explore a little bit more. Okay, there's a goblin. Okay, nice. Still haven't seen him for some reason. Alright. Okay, there's a slime. Okay, there we go. I leveled up. Pick that up. So now it's the level up screen. You can pick. Right now, you have 3 points. I can pick between max hit points, max mana, strength, dexterity, wisdom. So I'm just gonna put them like 2 in there and then 1 in dexterity. And then in the future, you're gonna be able to choose skills from your skill tree, but I haven't done that yet. This is an observation potion. I need to fix that. Observation potion increases damage with the currently equipped weapon. Got a rusty sword over here. So yeah, I think that's pretty good. Now I'm gonna move on to the next. Oh, there's a chest. Find the chest. Let's open it. Just got some normal stuff. So yeah, what I was talking about it being kind of like a first development version, that there's some bugs. Well, that was definitely a bug. That was definitely not supposed to happen. But anyways, we're just gonna move on to the next kind of path you can take, which is the warrior's chest, warrior's path. Open that chest. It has sort of the same items. I'd like to make these a little bit more unique. Have some more items that are more catered towards warrior, but I can do that later. So you have a dagger, 5 attack, you have these greaves, 2 defense, 3 defense, wooden shield, 3 defense, whip. You need a key. And I have this, oh yeah, that fire raw spell, which I'm not supposed to have. Okay, once again, it kind of gets stuck here sometimes. So I do apologize for that. Let's go. Okay, it should. Here we go. Alright. Let's do this. quick summon the bat. Okay, well, it gives me a spell to summon a bat. Health potion. Okay, there we go. 3 and 7, nice. This one up. This is a fireball 1. I already know that spell, so I'm just gonna drop it. This is the heal, so I'm gonna read that. Alright, let's just explore a little bit real quickly here. Oh, let's see what this is. Mana potion, open this room. Okay. Got that guy. Got it. Okay. Put that up, put that on. So you can see it's your typical roguelike. I do have a lot of stuff. Ooh, there you go. Scroll. Okay, scroll affliction. So this, like I was saying before, the player is going to need to identify things, but I don't have that put in right now. So the player is going to be able to get this scroll and not know what it does. So I would assume that they would use it and then realize that it hurts them, instead of knowing that it hurts them and still using it, which doesn't make any sense at all. Alright, I got a key, which that key doesn't go to anything yet, but I'm thinking about making some chests where the key, that can all be opened with a key, which would be cool. So this one summons a mob to fight for you. So that bat will fight for me now, which is cool. His AI isn't very good, he kind of gets stuck, you know, if he sees something he'll... Okay, there's a ghost, and ghosts are pretty hard. Oh, got him. Alright, so my bat killed that bat, but he also died. And let's level up. Put some points in strength. Just, yeah. You've seen that before. Some items there. And I really need to balance things a lot, because as you can see, there's way too many items generating. And they're not really unique enough. I want to make them more unique. All the items are kind of blah right now. I mean, there are some things where they kind of bind to you, or some of them increase your sight distance, but not enough of them. The scroll of teleportation teleports you to a random location. Nice. Okay, let's go back and do the magicians. Magician path. Oops. Okay, pick that up. Magician's chest. I only have 3 spells right now, and I'm definitely obviously gonna put a lot more than that. But I have the basic, the basic framework for it. So I just have to add, a couple sprites and like 1 line of code to add a new spell. Ah, dang it! I got stuck there again. Like I said, lots of bugs. No, I don't want you to resume. Okay, here we go. That should work. Okay. I'm probably gonna edit. Oops. Pick that item up. I might edit some of that now while I was. Okay, bugs. But we'll see. There we go. Inventory. So I got mana potion. Got those. Spellbook summons the bat. So I'm gonna favorite this one. Open that door. I like my. Here we go. The ghosts are pretty hard to kill. There we go, got it. I like my level generation, but it still needs to work a little better. Like this should not be completely open, and it won't be in the end game. So it's a pretty big room. I do have some room prefabs, which for some reason I haven't generated. To where I have a room that, like a, oh, I need more mana. Like a rune where it has some runes in it that you can go and activate them. I'll do some different things. Some of them will summon enemies to fight for you. Some of them will teleport you. But I haven't generated yet. I was hoping I would see one. Because they don't always generate. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You just kind of have to get lucky to see them. So yeah, that's about it. I mean, that's about all I have now. I have the basic framework for, you know, spells I can add different spells. I have the basic framework for my different windows. You know, my character screen, all my different screens. I have a framework for attacking enemies, move. And this is the first development video, probably won't be the last, so I'm fairly happy with my progress, I think. So yeah, this is the game called Dragon Mines. It's a basic story. There really isn't a story. I mean, you're just a traveler that comes across. Oh heck, I'm gonna die. Comes across. Ah, more mana. How much mana does this take? 2 mana? Okay, that's what I can do. Got it. Okay. Anyways, there's a basic story. You're just a traveler that comes across a cave that you explore. That's about it. There's going to be 10 levels. And at the very end, there's going to be a dragon that you have to kill, hence the name Dragon Mines. It's kind of a cheesy name, but whatever. Yeah, I'm going to add a bunch of new items, different armor sets, I'm going to add this whole skill tree, add more spells, add more items, add more enemies. As you go down the levels, it's going to get harder and harder, and at the very end, you have to kill the dragon, and then you win. I don't want it to be too easy, but I do want it to be a lot easier than, you know, most roguelikes. Because roguelikes are notorious for being difficult, but this is a phone game, so my market obviously isn't hardcore roguelike players. So yeah, if you notice anything, I'd love to have some feedback. Just let me know what you think. If you would like to follow me on Twitter, that's probably the best way to keep in touch. I usually post about this a lot on Twitter. I'll have a link in the description to my Twitter account. Oh, this ghost will probably kill me. These ghosts are hard. Yep, I died. So on that note, I think that's about it. Yeah, just give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. I'll post I've been keeping a fairly active DevLog that you can read at TigSource. I'll post a link to that in the description. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.